go from Las Vegas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing first play is Lance. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. He finds the space to Ross. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Give him 18 on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or mixed traffic. But in this case, he got the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran, it doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's
complete.
My gosh, you left them all alone.
Elijah Mitchell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, he's still a young second caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. It wasn't funny at practice. He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after this game on the score.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually
bias against him.
A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week. And he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they get on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want the body blows all game long and finish it with open.
Fuck. Why did he get hung up?
Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone.
Wow.
A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better
bad.
one-two punch than that. A touchdown offense by getting one on defense, if they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Running right, this is Gainwell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time. Las Vegas first. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's shown his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Touchdown! Davante Adams from 40 yards out, and the Raiders are back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra by Carlson up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. the way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the round, too.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Along Nichols, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for his first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs and a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Here's Lance to throw it. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, that'll be incomplete. I took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good thing the Colts will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes...
Damn it.
But this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Man, I thought I could put that in there.
Possession here at their own 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 5 yards remain on second down. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lance now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
No.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first round.
Didn't see him.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 38, Lance. This one in the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Lance now on 1st down. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Lance. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in it. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On play action, now Carr, rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On the move past the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Carr on the bootleg. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Carr. There's a screen with Gainwell.
Jesus, block.
Here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Fuck.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Shit.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, Nichols there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go with the
Why am I getting blocked? I shouldn't have been able to. I was trying to go the opposite direction. He's holding me.
Picking up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Lance again.
Friggin' A.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it.
My gosh.
If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got a good yardage himself.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Lance now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Got about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Lance going to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Carr completes it, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're We're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Open man downfield, it's Ross, he's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
Yeah,
don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken.
That
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Carr going to throw. And his pass is intercepted.
Really?
Time today. Picked up by the former
Man.
first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Gotta hold him to a field goal.
And they'll run the
Shit.
action to start the drive. Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. And Lance again going to keep it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Finally.
And pick it up. And a bit of turnover there as his guys will get the football back. defense ready to start this next drive. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his stride. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, a run with Gainwell.
Awesome.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wayne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On the handoff, Gainwell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Carr, they'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jesus.
On the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with the option. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked over the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't wind in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Runs over it. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So Carr and the Raiders now down 17-14. A minute 47 on the clock. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't throw away. He's taken down.
Fuck.
Nick Bosa.
Thought I was going to get around the corner.
As that clock continues to run.
Brandon, you got some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Throwing his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Carr. And now the ball's
Oh, you fucker.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Bullshit.
Is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe I'll go on the drill right in.
And he's lost for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Somebody return that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Carr to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass complete, it's Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. To throw his Carr. Drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yeah.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check right.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles said for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field.